This is Pastor Roscoe III coming to you live after the benediction. If you've been alive this last weekend, you are keenly aware that on Friday, a transition of power took place in Washington, D.C. Our president, Barack Obama, has transitioned out of power. I must admit to you that the results of the election were not the results that I wanted nor wished for. But while I was disappointed, I'm also appreciative, I'm also proud at the way that our President Obama, how he led us with class, with dignity, with style, with swagger, and with confidence. We want to applaud our fabulous First Lady, Michelle Obama, Sasha, Malia, and the entire Obama family. I just believe that we've not seen nor heard the last of the Obama family. In spite of President Obama transitioning out and the new president transitioning in, many of us realize that we're living in a divided country. We're living in a divided country because there are those who believe that the gains that we received under President Obama will be turned back. But I've come by this afternoon after the benediction to declare to you today that God spoke a word into my spirit. And God said to me to say to you that it's not about a political personality, a political party, or political policies, but it's about the awesome power of God. That in the face of overwhelming circumstances, we still serve a God that's able to supply all our needs. Paul told the church of Rome in Romans 8, he says, "What thing can we say to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us?" Paul fast forward and says that we are more than conquerors through Christ, our Lord, who loves us. If you are a child of God, God says that you are a conqueror. Don't allow what's taken place and transpire to conquer you, but you can be a conqueror in spite of it. This is not a time for us to complain. This is a time for us to pray. Because if we pray to God, if we turn it over to God, if we take the matter out of our hand and put it in the master's hand, a little in our hand is what we have, but it's always a lot in God's hand. God has not abdicated. God has not abandoned the throne. He's still seated. He's still sovereign. He still sees our situation and is still able to supply all our needs according to his riches and glory. So you lift up your head, you be proud of yourself, and you recognize and realize that if God did it before, he can do it again. Same God back then, same God right now. God's the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. And in the words of Kendrick Lamar, we gonna be all right. Well, if you didn't have time to meet us in the sanctuary this Sunday morning, the Rising Mount Zion Baptist Church, we invite you next week to come, 2705 Hartman Street, Richmond, Virginia, 8:15 and 11:15. We'd love to see your face in the place. Peace.